Sometimes when a location has paranormal activity with only one sighting or sometimes a few, but when you do an investigation, you'll actually capture a lot more evidence than you expected. Last year was a been there, done that for me when I investigated a cemetery. Last year I did an investigation at a cemetery in July of 2012. My dad worked at this cemetery and he mentioned to me that some of the workers down there kept on seeing a lady in a white dress rolling through the cemetery sometimes. I did the investigation with two of my other investigators, Ian Shimke and Tyler Knapp. I'm not going to be mentioning the location or the name of the cemetery or even the tombstones that were in the cemetery, just for the protection of some of the tombstones or gravestone names, even the workers at this cemetery. When we were doing our investigation, throughout the distance there was a thunderstorm that was going past the town where the cemetery is located, and throughout the investigation we kept on seeing this unexplained kind of, I would say, a white mist that were by these trees, and it would shoot up in the air, and plus it would get bigger and just disappear. Unfortunately we didn't capture this, but we kept on noticing this throughout investigation.
Okay, whoa, holy.
What? What? What?
Did you guys just see that white?
On the tree?
Yeah.
I seen that. It was
What
a
the-
big ass white mist that
What?
right across, and then it disappeared and came back and disappeared.
That was a little bit of the same thing that I saw back there.
Like straight up start raccoon shining, dude.
Whoa, right there.
Where?
It just went up. Tyler, it just went up over here. Wait.
What?
Another thing up there just moved.
Up in the tree?
Yeah, it was like the same thing you saw earlier.
I haven't seen that yet.
Halfway in our point in the investigation, we split it off. It was myself heading towards the office building to pick up one of our digital voice recorders. Ian and Tyler were heading towards this other tombstone where we were going to do an EVP session. While we were walking down there, I came across Ian and Tyler, and they were saying, Dieter, come here, you gotta see this, you gotta see what we captured. While they were walking down the main trail of the cemetery, there were these signs in the back of the cemetery, and Ian looked and he saw this shadow move across the signs, and Tyler looked and he even saw it too.
What? Something just moved back there. Not even kidding. Oh, like, I am not kidding you one little bit. Right back where it's shining right over there? Yeah. It walked right in front of it. Oh my god, I just seen it. Yeah, it's holy 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 dude. We gotta stop swearing. Dude, no one cares. Catched. I saw it again. Right over there. Yep. It kind of looks like a face. No, dude, I'm seeing a whole person. Yeah, but I see the face right. When I seen it, I seen the face right behind that sign, and then it walked. Whoa! I just seen an orb right over here. Right over there, like it shot right in front of me. See that flag? It went straight from the flag down into the ground. Well, I just saw there now. Like up on top of the hill in the direction I saw walking. Right there. Just seen it. Yeah, right behind that pine tree. Yeah, I'm about to myself because I just saw it to the pine tree to the left of the one that you just saw. Look this way once. It had like a blue light on its head. Where's Deer? I just seen a light over there, so Dieter's coming. Start walking this way. Gotta meet Dieter, dude. Is he coming this way? There he is. He's over there. Dieter! Dieter! Come here! Run. No, don't run, Tyler. Just off. Dieter. Right where you're standing. No, not right where you're standing. Okay. Come here. Dieter, I need to talk to you. It's right now. Okay. We were standing on the... Talk first. Okay, right in between those two signs.
Yeah.
We were back there, and I saw something. It had like a green and a blue light on its head, and it like walked to the right, like right behind those bushes.
And then I
we were seeing in there.
And I had an orb flash right in front of me and go straight to the ground.
Like it was seriously up in here.
And then I seen it, and then it walked.
And it was just like, Dieter, like look at, like this seriously. This is how casually it was walking. It was just like.
And then it like disappeared and came back up over here, and I seen it.
I seen it by that pine tree.
Yeah.
And Tyler saw it like that, like about 30 seconds later.
We had to frame by frame the video just to see if we did capture it. Lo and behold, we did. It was to the sign to the right, and you can even see that the sign was blocked off, and then you can see the sign reappeared. I don't think that it's any of their shadows because there's no light source behind their bodies. All the lights are in front of them, even the camera's light. Throughout times, we were capturing a lot of experiences, so we decided to just cancel our investigation early because we might have thought we captured pretty much a lot of these experiences because of the thunderstorm that was in the distance. Because it said that spirits manifest by using energy, and lo and behold, a thunderstorm gives off energy, and they were probably using that energy. The storm was getting close, so we did have to cancel the investigation. We were bummed that we didn't capture a lot of the experiences on video for our first investigation, so we decided to return to the cemetery. We started off the investigation by doing a EVP session right next to the office building, and while we were doing the EVP session and when we reviewed it, we discovered that there was a yell coming from the distance from us. We didn't hear this at the time, but it sounds like it's a female yell.
We just came down to have a little chat, see where you are.
We went back of the office building, and my investigator Tyler noticed that there was this blue light in the distance past the brushes from this fence, and we couldn't see the light until then. To my right shoulder, I heard what sounded like someone breathing in my ear. I asked both of my investigators if they were breathing into my ear, but nope, nothing. And then out of nowhere, we heard what sounded like movement in the bushes in front of us. We were all silent and we didn't see anything. Pretty much the blue light pretty much could be contamination. Movement in the brushes could be an animal. But the breathing in my ear that I heard, that's pretty much breathing. There's no explanation for that. I'm going to have to give that proof that that's probably a spirit.
Whoa.
What?
Is there a fence down there?
Yeah.
Is there a little itty bitty patch of woods? There's a blue light sitting between two trees over there. I took a picture. Over Dieter. Over here. Over there.
That's way back there.
I can't see it.
It's not. It's like a house light.
Really? That's just
No.
weird.
No.
Did one of us watch? I heard something back there. Sounded like a shh. That's way back there.
I can't see.
It's
See. See.
it's not. It's like a house light.
The one you guys just.
We were walking towards this other tombstone in the back of the cemetery to do another EVP session. While we were walking down there, down the hill, we heard what sounded like singing coming from the distance, and we did not capture this, but this was just an experience that we heard.
What?
Hmm.
That.
You heard that too?
Did you hear that?
Like a guy humming?
When I was by, then
I heard it down there.
yeah, but we can go sit down.
That was creepy. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Throughout the second investigation, my investigator Tyler kept on taking pictures throughout the cemetery. He managed enough to capture one visual evidence on camera. To the bottom left of the screen, you'll notice that there's this white mist that appears, but you even notice that there what looks like to be a face on the mist itself. It looks like pretty much a skeleton face on the mist. Sometimes when you return to a location where you already did an investigation, you'll sometimes come across different evidence, and that happened to me. And plus we captured enough evidence to probably say that the cemetery is probably haunted.
Have any comments or questions about this episode of New London Ghost Hunters? Subscribe to this video and they may be answered on an upcoming video.